Okay, so we got whistleblowers coming out and testifying about their close encounters with UFOs, and then we got the Miami incident, which nobody knows what's going on down there. And not to mention years of speculation about Area 51 and the countless stories that people have had over the years about seeing UFOs and being abducted. And then we actually have confirmation about the Illuminati and all their shenanigans they're doing in Hollywood and politics, along with the craziness of the Epstein list. I mean, y'all, we are actually watching conspiracies on live national television. And on top of it all, I'm still single. So it goes without saying, it's weird outside. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it's only going to get weirder. And so the foremost question then becomes, how are we going to handle all of this? I mean, I don't know about your social circles, but mine are still business as usual. You know, oh hey, how you doing? Oh, it's sure getting cold outside, isn't it? Or did you see the game last night? No, I ain't see the rigged sports game meant to keep us distracted and clueless from the wicked schemes of our tyrannical government. But I'm doing well, thanks for asking. I'm blessed, thank you. Now look, I understand. Most of us are not gonna be convinced of UFOs or aliens and stuff, really until one of those big four-headed anthropods come walking our way, right? Like, it's just hard to believe. And that makes sense. I get it. So my goal is not to convince you of these conspiracies. Rather, I want to talk about what their possible existence may mean. Because aliens existing or not, life is still absolutely insane. I believe we're entering into a time where truth is truly going to reign, where we're going to learn the actual history of humanity, not the propaganda that they fed us at school. Either that or we will be fully submerged into the darkness of our own ignorance, further enslaved by the powers that be. Assuming the former is true, I want to equip you with essential knowledge to help keep you from losing your sanity in these wild times ahead. Fun, right? So, moving forward, we must keep an open mind and a steady heart. It was Mark Twain who said, "Truth is stranger than fiction." But that's because fiction is obliged to stick to the possibilities. Truth isn't. This is truly eye-opening because we don't really know what's possible until we experience it, right? Like, think about it. We just arrived here on the scene a few decades ago, right? At least for myself. I'm only 27, right? I started in the womb. You know, I was formed in darkness, molded by it. And each day is a brand new day. You know, it's truly an adventure as we traverse through the known and the unknown. Albert Einstein said, "The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. He to whom the emotion is a stranger, who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead. His eyes are closed." You know, I'm actually starting to think that insanity is a closed mind. It's a state of consciousness to where we're just not aware of the full truth of reality. For anyone who can take a good look at life can clearly see that there's infinitely more to life than what we understand or what we have experienced up until this point. I mean, really, what's really off the table at this point, right? Like, what can we say that, oh no, that's truly impossible. That'll never happen, right? Like, nothing. Like, who are we to say that? We don't know. You know, for all we know, this could be just one big dream. I mean, after all, we barely even know ourselves. How many times have you heard someone say, "Yeah, I gotta go find myself"? Find yourself. I'm looking at you right now. What do you mean find yourself? I mean, I get it. But you know what I mean? It's like, You would think out of all things we would know who we are, but that is one of the most difficult questions is who am I? Okay, so keeping an open mind, we need to have a steady heart to go along with it. Listen to this. The players of the game might change, but the rules must remain the same. Okay? That's what it means to live in a systematic universe, right? Everything must adhere to a set of laws. They even say that mathematics is the language of God, right? It's the language of the divine. Everything has a specific process. So whether it's aliens or the Illuminati, like everyone has to play by the same rules. Everyone has to take in a breath and breathe the breath back out, right? So that's good news. That means we can actually do something to affect the game, right? We're not on the sidelines. We are in the game. So, in essence, I would say that the rules are to find yourself and then create from that place of being, or lose yourself or never find yourself and destroy. Those are the two sides. And it's up to us to choose which team we want to play on. I know what team I'm on. And these rules are woven into every ounce of every experience that we have. Whether we're sitting in traffic and ready to lose our mind because of impatience, or having a meal with a friend, right? Or being recruited by the Illuminati. Like, all of it is playing by the same rules, because wherever you go, there you are. Okay? And so every circumstance is a reflection, right? Because every circumstance is us digesting reality and then coming up with an opinion or a perception. We filter it through our own life experiences and conditioning and personality, and then come up with a sight or a vision or a reality that we layer on top of actual reality, right? That's why they say we don't see the world as it is, we see it as we are. That's why every moment is a learning opportunity. Every moment is showing you, oh, you need to work on your patience there. Oh, you need to be more of service in this area. Oh, you need to hold on to peace here. Whatever it is, like, everything's speaking, everything's teaching. So this shouldn't be news to you guys that this is not our home, right? Like, we're just here on a temporary mission. One person put it like we're all just walking each other home in actuality, right? This is a path. Earth is a path. We're going somewhere, right? And it could be as beautiful or as terrifying as you want it to be, right? This is a university, okay? It's a classroom. And most of us are asleep. Most of us are skipping class and hiding out. And I get it, it's not easy. There's more confusion than clarity at times. But nonetheless, we are here for a purpose. And it's time to wake up to that purpose. All the crazy things that are happening, that's life shaking us. Like, it's time to wake up. I remember they said something about global warming a few years ago. Like, we got 12 years left. Like, what? 12 years? Okay. That's crazy. Back to business as usual, right? Back to YouTube and watching, Netflix and, going about my day, because what can I do? I'm powerless. I'm just a small human. I can't do anything about it. That's a lie. That's a lie. We can change the world, but it requires that we wake up to our true nature. It requires that we ask the important questions like, who am I? And what am I going to do to have a positive effect on this world? And once we start to get in the flow of life, once we start to wake up to our true potential, we really see that nothing's impossible. And we enter into these realms of peace that surpasses all understanding. That the world can be falling apart, but for some reason you're like, I'm fine. I'm I'm steady. I'm unshaken. And God, I'm not telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I experience. I've tasted this divine peace. And each day I wake, I say, Lord, let me get one more taste. Just one more taste of that sweet peace that keeps me calm in the midst of the storm. Let me get one more taste of that bliss that bubbles up within, that's causeless, that needs no reason to be there. It's just there because I breathe. Lord, just give me one more taste of your divine love and presence. Just one more. That's a steady heart. So each morning you wake up, stand on the firm truth that all things work together for your good. That bad things don't happen to you, it happens for you. It's a lesson. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? We must stand strong and overcome these challenges. Through the overcoming, we get built up, we become stronger. Just like in video games, you get a power up or you get better each level you progress through. That's what happens in life. It's all mimic. It's a microcosm of the macrocosm of real life, right? So we become empowered, but we have to rewire our beliefs. It's all about beliefs. You don't see the world as it is. You see it as you are. And what you see and what you believe yourself to be is a collection of beliefs. So if you change your beliefs, your vision changes. Your ideas of the world changes. Suddenly new realities and dimensions open up to you. Suddenly you're not enslaved to fear and uncertainty. Suddenly you can stand strong and make a difference in the world. Y'all, this is the exact message that the powers that want to enslave us don't want you to hear. This is the precise message, is that you are powerful and that you are filled with so much love and you are loved. And our mission is to share that love. Our mission is to stop fighting over silly things like race and politics that's actually strategically meant to divide us. Our mission is to come together and say, no, I want the world to be a better place than it was yesterday. So we are creators, capable of manifesting a new world. But we must know that fear is the precise thing that closes the door to this world. We must not fear, because oftentimes we don't get what we deserve, we get what we expect, right? So set your expectations on positivity. Rewire your beliefs first thing in the morning. Speak truth to yourself and watch as the world changes. My brothers, my sisters, you are love. You are light. Created for you.